reason to enjoy a night out. The team has come a long way since their disastrous start to the season, and it's meant a new contract for the manager, who at one time was skating on thin ice.
People build you up to knock you down, and that's the way football is, and you just got to get on with it. I think the fact that you maybe have played the game for so many years in the first division, you get used to it. But it's like everything else, you just take the bad with the good and the good with the bad. You've got to get on with it, and hopefully you get something at the end of it all.
The two lads that you've got nominated for tonight's award, Michael O'Neill and Paul Gascoigne, a word about them. Michael O'Neill, first of all, I mean, he's had the most unbelievable impact in the last few months, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's even surprised me. Like, never did I think that at this stage he would have done what he has done. And but that's all credit to him. And Gazza's Gazza. And the fact that he is a good player, and he's never out of the press, one thing and another. But there was a little fella that managed Portsmouth yesterday, Alan Ball, and he was saying how good a player he was, but he also said certain other things that maybe he did as a 20-year-old, but I hope he turns out like Alan Ball as a player.
But Gazza wasn't allowed to escape without a lecture on his future plans. It came from the guest of honour, former England international, who's an expert on one-club loyalty.
I had 19 years at West Ham. They were my only club. And I think when he sits down and decides his future, I'd like to feel that it will take a lot for him to uproot away from Newcastle. I think at times to stay where you are might be a good decision.
The main decision of the night, though, went in Gazza's favour. North East Player of the Year ahead of Tony Mowbray and John McPhail. Then it was the Stars' turn to prove he really is a natural crowd pleaser.
Yeah. Just a few words like, hold on, just look at myself. I would just go back to the Vinnie Jones thing, During the game, Vinnie Jones told me he was a gypsy. But believe me, Vinnie's need crystal balls I made for you, son. To lay that one. Well, I've just got to say special thanks to Willie McFall, the manager, who's given me a chance, and he's been brilliant of us. Also, I've got to give it a great appreciation to Dave McCready. I first played with Davey 3 years ago when he had hair and 5'8". But now he's got no more hair than Duncan Goodyear, and he's 5 foot. So I don't know if that's down to me or pressure, but I think it's down to me.
Well, Dennis was there as well on Tuesday night. I mean, Gazza, he's just a one-off, isn't he?
Yeah, he's something different. I think he should stick to playing football, and better than being a comedian, but he did all right for himself, for a young lad.
You also had a long chat, I know, with Willie McFall as well on Tuesday. You've got a lot of respect for the job he's done there this season.
Yeah, I think that everybody's been saying what a good job I've done at Sunderland and what a good job Bruce has done at Middlesbrough. But Willie's in where it really matters, in the First Division, and he looks like they're going to finish 8th, and that is a tremendous achievement. And he's brought some good young players, and he's put a decent team together, and I hope he can keep it together.
And you'd like to be up there rivalling Willie as well as Bruce?
Definitely.
Let's hope so anyway, Dennis. Thanks again. Well, I wonder how many Newcastle fans will turn up for the game against West Ham tomorrow, scared that it's the last time they'll see Gazza in a black and white shirt. Absolutely perish the thought. Perhaps the same could also be said about Paul Goddard, United's model pro, who returns after injury to face his old club.